If you've ever purchased a used shamisen on eBay or Yahoo Auctions, you might have received an instrument like this. All around a good shamisen, except perhaps the skin is broken, or, subject to the video, the metal strip on top, called the Kamigoma, is missing. Ooh. Well, this is actually not a big deal. You can go to the hardware section of the Bachido store and get a brand new Kamigoma to put on your shamisen. Also, if you'd like to try making your own, it's actually very easy to do and only takes about 5 or 10 minutes. So follow me to the Bachido workshop and we'll learn how to make our own Kamigoma.
Boing! Boing!
Okay, we're here in the Bachido workshop and are ready to make our Kamigoma. All we'll need is a piece of metal that's 1 millimeter thick. I got a 1 millimeter thick brass bar at the local hardware store. Brass is easy to bend, easy to work with, and is cheap. However, there's no special kind of metal required. You can use whatever you have on hand. In fact, a Bachido member made a nice Kamigoma out of a soup can. So if you've been eating a lot of soup recently, well, there you go, you've got a lot of metal you can use. For now, let's use this brass bar and make our Kamigoma. So our Kamigoma is going to be 16 millimeters long by 8 millimeters wide. And I'm simply going to cut along these lines that I've previously drawn. Then cut off this. There we go. So that got a little bent, but it's all going to flatten out when we take it to the vise. For now, we need to bend it 90 degrees so that there is a 2 to 3 millimeter lip and about a 5 millimeter back plate. So I'll draw where we're going to bend it. And this is where we're going to bend. So here is our vise. I'm putting in these 2 metal plates so that the teeth of the vise don't leave marks in our Kamigoma. Like so. Now take your piece of metal and put it in so that the 5 millimeter back plate, will go in first and line up the line of your metal with the line of the vise. And then the lip will be sticking up. That's where you want to bend. Be very, very careful, because we want that straight as possible. More or less like so. Nice and tight. Now we take our hammer and gently tap it down evenly. Let's pop it out. And here we go. Now that we have our Kamigoma piece, we're going to smooth out the edges with this file. Make sure to tilt your Kamigoma so that you will bevel the edges. We don't want any burrs cutting into the string. So make sure you bevel, like this. Don't worry if the file cuts into your fingernail, it'll grow back. Once your edges are beveled and your bumps leveled, buff it all out with a piece of 400 grit sandpaper or higher if available. Again, the point is to take out any potential burrs that are there that might cut into the string. Higher grit will polish the Kamigoma, making it even shinier, which is always a fun thing. So in a circular motion, again, rock it to bevel. All right, we've got our shiny Kamigoma piece. Let's get our shamisen and put it on. Before we glue the Kamigoma in place, let's just put it in dry and see how it looks. Oh my, it looks great. For comparison, let's take a look at a standard Kamigoma. This one's used. The main difference is that the standard Kamigoma has these extensions. This extension here pushes the bar onto this side of the tenjin, which is the area we put it if we're stringing the shamisen for a right-handed player. For a right-handed player, the ichi-no-ito, the thickest string, goes on this side. For left-handed, we need to restring the shamisen, so the ichi-no-ito goes on this side, the opposite side. But with this, we can't do that with this little piece there. Thus, that is the advantage of this kind. So, if you're right-handed, simply put the Kamigoma on this side. And if you're left-handed, just slide it over. Like that. Personally, I'm right-handed, so I'm going to glue the Kamigoma on this side. And to glue it, all we're going to do, take our Kamigoma, put a few drops on the back plate. And this pack has dried up, I think. So imagine there's a few drops there. Just stick it on, press it down for 10 seconds or so. And boom, it's dried and ready to string. I'm Kyle Abbott.